So we are here in the lakes, another day of getting outside and enjoying nature with plenty of other people doing exactly the same. We're not going up Skiddaw or Blencathra today. We are on the Borradale Bash, but we're also not doing the Bash. We are doing the Bash Plus. So when we get to Seatoller, we are climbing up to Angle Tarn and basically doubling this ride in length and elevation and hardness. But as you can see, we have brilliantly clear skies. We're going to get brilliantly clear views. So I'm taking you along for the ride, as well as my mate Chris. Some people say that the only reason I ride with Chris is because he's got shorter, fatter legs than me. And that may be true, but I still deny it. And here we go. We have now turned off the Borrowdale Bash and we are heading up to Angle Tarn, and then a little 5-mile descent will take us back to the Borrowdale Bash. Oh, that's one-handed. Oh, well then you get to the corner and just know where you can get round. Well, that was janky. There's Angle Tarn, and there's the next and final big hill of the loop. Well, the top. Just had a pause because Chris's hands were hurting. So the views keep delivering. Here from the top of Waller Crag, and I'll put you in the helmet pod. Let's have a little bit of this first descent, but yeah, all the way out there and back here is the plan. And we're if we do this ride, it will be, I think, the most elevation I've done on the e-bike. So we are easing the battery the best we can to get round this 1700 meters, and I will be taunting Chris on his new Amflow to use all of his 1000 watts, waste some of that extra
8,000 watts,
and waste some of that extra 7% battery he has with his 800 watt-hour battery over my 750. So I have to be even more conserving, but that's all right, because as I say, Chris has only got little legs. And here we go. Do I what? Normally I just leave it in one power for... Normally I ride auto and I just leave it in auto. However, I'm currently in off. All right. So here we are, the second descent of the Borradale Bash. I'm on 82%. Chris isn't happy because he's on like 72%.
74k.
74. So his high-powered Amflow that I've been goading him into using some boost mode to keep up with me, he's going to pay dividends later on in this ride. But anyway, here's a descent with a technical bit where we remember there's a gully, and I think it's the right line is to the right, and Chris thinks the right line's to the left. So one of us is going to end up on a big heap. This is the gully. Oh. Oh, we both made it through. Boom! So this is Chris's first e-bike ride in the lakes. I'm one-handed at the moment. Oh, oh! But here we have now turned off the Borradale Bash and we are heading up to Angle Tarn, and then a little 5-mile descent will take us back to the Borrowdale Bash. Oh, oh, it's one-handed. Oh, oh, two hands. But this sort of loose rocky climb, this has e-bikes all over it. And yeah, right, we'll put the camera back on when we're skinny dipping in Angle Tarn. And here we go. Little bridge there that we're going across, and then where you can see them people, if you can, up those hairpins, all the way to the top and along that ridge line. Now we've come up this side of the valley. See Chris just catching me up. The bridleway is that side, but we reckon this side would be a nicer ride. And it has been mainly rideable. So we will see how this is. Look at this. Waterfalls coming down, switchbacks going up. Let's see how we do. Hello. Go on. Thank you. It's what, sorry? Well, we knew this would be the big climb, and it is. You see the valley that we came up, crossed over on that bridge and up these switchbacks. Chris is all the way up there. The problem with these switchbacks is you can just about get going. You can't get round the switchbacks, then you have to stop, and then you can just about get going. Obviously took 2 tries when I was trying it on film, but then you get to the corner and just no way you can get round, and it's the same, all of them, you can see how tight they are. So you have to get off, spin your bike, and then do another hard, steep starting, and then generally you can pedal to the next one. Oh, and then stop and repeat. Oh, how's your battery? It's what? 52? I'm on 64.
54.
Well, yeah. Well, that was janky all the way along that ridge line. Some people down there, maybe there was an easier path. They took this janky line, and yeah, but there's Angle Tarn, and there's the next and final big hill of the loop. There's other hills, but that's the final big hill. It looks horrible. Well, the top of that hill, but we're not going up there, I think we're going down there, down that path. And obviously there's more hills up that way, but we've come from over here. But look, just look at that view. I mean, it was a canny push and pedal, even used a higher mode, being that I'd saved some battery earlier on. I'm down to 44%, I think Chris will be like 30 tops. Here he comes. Go on, pedal! Sprint for the top! Told you. So I'm on 44%. We'll ask Chris what's he on. What you on?
Saving battery.
But what percent?
35.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
So 35, 9% less than me.
Ooh.
But here we are at the top. Yeah, give us a boom.
Tune up, lad.
Yeah, you can lead if you want. Well, I'm not feeling like, so I'm not feeling fruity fast or anything.
No.
Yeah, go on. Oh! So if you use 1% coming down,
Yep.
how much have you got left?
33%.
33, and I'm on 43. So it just shows that all the
Older you get, the more wiser you get.
all the amp flow of 1,000 watts just means that you are going to run out. Anyway, we're here at the top of Styhead Pass. You can hopefully see over my shoulder the emergency, it's not a hut, it's basically an emergency store of stretcher, that's what they call them. Anyway, down Styhead Pass, into a headwind, with a cramped up leg, riding like shit. Luckily I'm riding with someone equally as shit.
On that note.
Just had a pause because Chris's hands were hurting.
Rapping.
He's obviously, hands aren't hurting now. He's dropping in and gone. My leg's still cramping up, which doesn't help. Thank you. That was a line there. I am, I'm just shaking my arms. Oh, it's all good. Thank you very much. Right. Oh!
Oh, yeah, put me in your own fire, like.
Yeah, arms, legs, body, shoulder, all of it.
All of the above.
Yeah. Yeah, left shoulder, left leg, both hands.
Test it up.
Thank you. Hello. I reckon you're good. I reckon you only need 25% battery to get back from here. Because bearing in mind...
Oh, mate, piss it, mate. Absolutely piss it.
Yeah.
I'm on 30% now, mate.
Yeah.
Piss it.
But bearing in mind that we use 25% coming out to this end of the valley.
Yes.
And that's got bigger hills than the way back.
Yeah, exactly, mate.
So,
Absolutely piss it, mate.
yeah, I'm on 40%.
240, are you?
Yeah.
30. That's
Well-
amazing how it's been 10% different.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I was convinced that we were going to run out. So early on, I was saving. I wanted to get 7%,
Yeah.
like in front of you, behind you, depending which way you look at it, because you've an extra 50 watt hours,
Yeah.
so that we were then fine. And then once I got that 10%, then I've used higher modes.
Aye.
You know, like I was on auto coming out of Angle Tarn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See, I didn't. That's why I pushed quite a bit of that, to be fair. Then the walk road's about 4 mile long, and it's too hard to keep up.
sink. So here we are, Castle Crag in the distance on the return loop now of the Bash. Chris is down to... Oh. Chris is down to like 20%. What are you on?
19.
19%. I'm on 28. But home leg now, past Castle Crag. That is a Wainwright, but we're not going up it. Basically just this rolling track all the way along the side of Cat Bells, back to Keswick. And yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna do this 5,500 foot ride on one battery, and I don't even get to take the piss out of Chris when he has to pedal back with no battery, because he's gonna have enough battery. So that's, you know, it's less than ideal for the Bants, but bashing point of view. All right. Oh, and he sneaks through into the lead. You mean you'll not make sacrifices for me YouTube video?
No. Wait, I hope not.
Right, when we're ready.
Ready?
26%.
19.
Oh, it's getting closer. Oh, he's through in the inside. Oh, that was some rim dinging. Oof. Well, we're almost back to Keswick. I've got 14%. Chris has just gone into limp mode, I think at 5%. So he's buggered. But we got round, and I will check the Strava. But I am expecting that to be my new record elevation per battery. I reckon we'll be 5,500 foot, better than me 5,241 record, but we'll see, and we'll laugh at Chris. And here we are, back at the van. I've managed to poodle along on the last bit round the Borradale Bash on auto, and I have 12%. Chris got down to 5% and his bike went into limp mode. He's now on 4%. So there you are. Me on a Bosch is more efficient than Chris on an Amfloor. Anyway, that ride,
Pretty good, yeah?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Proper lakes, epic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Not
know,
sure what the stats
mixing.
are yet, but
I
very,
think
very good.
we'll be 50 kilometres and 5,500 foot is my guess, but
Yeah.
we'll see. But that ride, mixing the classic Borrowdale Bash with some proper lakes, hiker biking almost with his e-bikes,
Plenty of
and
fun.
then, I mean, it was rough and raw when we were going, like when we got to the top of Stake Pass, turn right to get to Angle Tarn, that was raw. That was like proper lakes rawness.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Very,
it
very
was
good.
it was good. Well, there we are. These bikes did make it. Chris just needs to use a little less power early on, and then he could have it all the way around. But we might be able to do this loop now with more people, now that we've proved that it is actually doable, if a little bit insane. But that's what we do. So yeah. Anyway, here's a map of some of where we've been and some stats. And catch you on the next one. Remember, get outside, enjoy nature.